Does your research qualify for IRB Exempt review? Have you ever wondered if your research project qualifies for an Institutional Review Board exempt review? Understanding this process can be key to your research journey. Let's break it down together. Research can qualify for exempt review if it poses no more than minimal risk to participants. Minimal risk means that the harm or discomfort expected is not greater than what people encounter in their everyday lives. There are specific categories defined by federal regulations that can help you determine if your research qualifies. For instance, research conducted in established educational settings that involves normal educational practices is often exempt. This means if your study does not adversely affect students, learning, or assessment, it may qualify. Another category includes research that involves surveys, interviews, educational tests, or observation of public behavior. If you are not recording participants' identities, or if disclosing their information does not pose a risk, this could also be exempt. Taste tests or food quality evaluations with safe, commonly consumed foods can also qualify. If your research involves certain clinical investigations, like emergency use of a test article, it may be exempt as long as you report it promptly to the Institutional Review Board. On the flip side, research that does not qualify for exemption typically involves greater than minimal risk. If you are working with vulnerable populations, such as minors, outside of narrowly defined categories, your research may not qualify. Collecting identifiable sensitive information that could harm participants if disclosed is another red flag. If your research involves administering drugs, medical devices, or biological specimens, it likely requires a full review. Additionally, using unauthorized deception or sensitive audio or video recordings can disqualify your research from exempt status. Even if your research is exempt from federal regulations, you still need to submit it to the Institutional Review Board for confirmation of exempt status. This ensures compliance with institutional, state, and local policies. The exempt review is conducted by at least one reviewer from the board and does not requiring a full board review or continuing renewals. However, any amendments to the research must be submitted for review to maintain exempt status. From the perspective of medical ethics, exempt review supports respect for individuals by ensuring that minimal risk research is properly overseen. It protects participants from harm while applying consistent criteria for review based on risk and population involved. This balance allows low-risk research to proceed efficiently while safeguarding participant rights and welfare. So, if you are considering research, take a moment to evaluate whether it meets the criteria for exempt review. Understanding these guidelines can help streamline your research process and ensure ethical oversight.